Good morning, everybody. It's March 20th, the Friday. This is the last day, I think, for an unknown amount of time that you can get in this building and get a digital device and information about Wi-Fi. I put that out a bunch of times on Google Classroom, so I hope that you paid attention or were able to access it. This is my first experiment in a couple of years on doing just an individual video of myself. And this is an experiment. I'm recording it and I'm actually going to post it just in case there are some of you who will get a hoot out of my silly face or hearing my voice, which is a reminder and a contact to, oh yeah, the normal days when we were in school and that crazy lady used to talk to us every day. Or in case you miss me, a fraction of the amount that I miss you. It is 5:04 in the morning, and I once again woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning for no good reason. Every morning for the past 3 days, I've woken up at 4 o'clock. I don't know why, and it appears to be the new normal. And like every single other thing that's happening right now, I'm not fighting it. I'm just rolling with it and looking at it and saying, well, how can I use this? What can I create with this? How can I make this part of being happy today, as opposed to banging my head against the wall and saying, I want this to be different. And so what I do is I get myself a nice cup of hot tea. You know the tankers that I drink. And I come down here, and this is my sunroom. You'll get to see it on other occasions. And I think, and I read, I listen to music, and I plan the day for myself and for you guys to the best of my ability. You haven't seen a lot of those plans yet because I'm trying not to overwhelm you. But my brain is on fire. It's super excited about all these things that I want to do to help you learn, not so much to teach you as to help you learn, because there's so much flexibility right now in grades and what and how I get to teach you. I can do many of the things that regular school has not allowed me to do. And I have time to think and plan and organize in uninhibited time pieces that the daily school structure has not allowed me to have. Listening to that come out of my mouth, it sounds like, oh, she's having a blast in the pandemic. This is so not the case, and I will talk to you about that later. I am heartbroken on many levels, but I'm not going to talk about that right now because the last thing you need is a McCarthy cry fest. So I need to put another caveat in here, which is that going forward, I don't know if I will do things like bother to care what my hair looks like or see how many chins I have in the video. But for this morning, you get what you get and you don't get upset. This is just my face. I brushed my teeth, even though you can't smell my breath, and that's basically what you get this morning. I am not doing tutorials on how should I look on a video, where should I put the camera so I look in the best light. I can tell that this lamp that I'm very fond of makes me look a little bit like a corpse, and I just do not care. I am at a point in my life where you either love me or you don't, and it has nothing to do with what I look like on the outside. So in that way, unlike many of my young teacher friends who are trying to figure out how to video and do things online, I'm so far ahead because A, I have no shame, B, I have no vanity. So those things are working in my favor. You gotta work with what you got, people. Another thing that I just want to say, I'm probably going to wrap this up because I feel like I've been rambling and I want to see if it works. I'm going to try and post it in my million-year-old YouTube channel that I've never used, and then post it to Google Classroom and put it online. You are not required to watch these videos. Anything that's important for you to know, I will put in the update from the Homeworld, that little bullet-pointed thing, the idea that I stole from Neller. It's a sheet that he gives out to the teachers telling us the important things. I'm stealing right and left. Anything that anybody's using that I find helpful for me, I'm like, oh, my babies might find that helpful, and I'm stealing it. Today I'm going to try and put some things in place where you can give me more feedback on what's working, questions you need answers. Is it too disorganized on Google Classroom? What things are the other teachers doing that are working well that I can implement? I don't know. You may have figured this out by me, but my brain, even in my advanced age, is an informational sponge, and it's a system sponge. I love, love, love learning new stuff. And right now, it's like they dropped me in a survivor island for how to learn how to teach online. And they gave me all the time I need, as much support as they can give me online. The whole world is trying to help me. I'll talk about that in another episode. This is an episode, like I have my own TV show. And I am absolutely diving to the depths of almost, it's like when I talk about my kids, my students, and my sons, and they get a new video game, and all they want to do is absolutely perseverate on that game until they hit the satiation point where they learned everything they can from that game and had as much fun and mastered that game. That's what it feels like about teaching online for me right now. And I'm a little bit manic about it, which is probably why I'm getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, because it's keeping me from thinking about the horrific things that are going on in the world. So, back to finishing this up. These will just be rambles. It's just going to be me talking to you. It's not going to be education. It's not going to be me giving you content. There will be other videos. Those will be labeled, I hope, well. It's just going to be me talking to you because I miss being in the classroom with you so much. So, for this morning, have a wonderful day. And cross your fingers that I can figure out how to post this for you. It has meant the world to me. It's giving me air that you do those little daily check-ins, that you do those ridiculous surveys that I'm sending out, the private messages on your assignments where you just say, McCarthy, I need this, or I have to make up this, or I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry I did this late. There's no late, but please do things as quickly as you can, because that's my way of having that student interaction that I absolutely live for in school. And also it soothes me during the day to know I talked to this kid. This kid is okay. He's still, or she's still, doing the necessary, getting things together out there. She hasn't, or he hasn't fallen off the face of the earth or heavily into depression, not getting out of their couch or whatever, because you are not just a student or grades or a person passing through my classroom. You're an actual individual. Oh, I did this really cool thing yesterday because I'm having so much fun learning how to create an online class. On my Facebook group, after kids graduate, I like them to Facebook friend me so that I can keep in touch with them if they want, and they can message me, and I don't have to give everybody in their 17th cousin my phone number because I don't answer my phone. So I put a post up that said, anyone who's ever been my student from 1985 to 2019 who would like to do a digital for fun class with me. It's just like my class, but we're going to just read what we want to read, write what we want to write about it, and talk. And I'm calling it Life 101 Pandemic. So far, I've had almost 50 people respond, including some teachers I've known who are like, oh my God, I'm so in. I want to take this class. So now I have to figure out what platform, because I don't want to do it through the school, what platform I'm going to create this class on. And while I'm teaching you and creating things with you, I'm going to be having a class and learning and living with people I've loved for decades and for just recently who've moved through my classroom. And we're going to figure this all out together. And it's good. There's horrible, horrible things going on. But all I can do is what I can do, and that's create what I'm good at creating and do good things every day. Take care of my people, all of my people, wherever they are, and yours with those people. So I'm annoying, tough